All right, tonight we have sort of an enigma. We have Walmart's newest multi-tool, one of two, off their website, which seem fairly exclusive. I've not seen this sold anywhere else. We're going to talk about it, but this has really been made before, and some of you already know what this is. All right, so let's jump into this. We are going to, first of all, find a ratcheting screwdriver on this multi-tool. Now, this is not something I'd realized that was out in the past. So let's go ahead and, all right. Works pretty good. We've got a button here where we can flip it. So actually, that has some pretty good torque on there. So then we take this out and it actually fits in this holder right here. Now, I was a little nervous doing that because I have these blades out, but why I did that was because this is so new, these blades are very stiff, so they definitely need worked in. So keep that in mind. You will rip several fingernails trying to get these out. I actually used a tiny little pry bar I had on hand, and I was able to get them out. And I think with a lot of use, I'm sure they'll probably loosen up, but just be aware of that. So what we have first of all is we've got the can opener. We have got what almost looks like a micro screwdriver on the end. Sometimes they count that, sometimes they don't. Then we have got the mid-size screwdriver and the bottle opener. And then we have the file. Now this is just going to be a two-sided file, medium and coarse. And then we have the small knife as well. Now what I like about this is that these are locking tools. So right here we have the lock. So there it is locked in place. And then you just hit that button and we can unlock it. So that's really nice. And then we have the pocket clip as well. So that's always nice when they add the pocket clip and then it transforms. Pretty neat. Now, I have never seen this before. This is going to be what seems to be an exact copy of a SOG Baton Q4. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of comments about how this is a ripoff and they're just stealing things, but SOG has, as far as I know, they are not selling the Baton Q4 anywhere except some old stock on Amazon and other places, but SOG's website, they don't have the Q4 listed. So what it looks like, perhaps a company bought the rights, or the company that owns SOG, they own several other companies. They may be marketing this tool under another name. I'm not sure, but this is what we get. This is now going to be $70 on Walmart's website. We've got a ruler, 6-inch ruler on this side, and then we have the centimeters on this side as well. So let's talk about the pliers some more. So I was very surprised about the plier size, and we will compare this against the Leatherman Wave. And you can see that the Leatherman Wave is only slightly taller than the SOG. So it's just going to be a little bit taller. Now, obviously, when we get to frame size, it's going to be a little bit thinner in places, but it's still going to be a fairly hefty multi-tool for what it is. Now, the plier ergonomics design, I guess design is more what I'm talking about. They're definitely going to be different than, let's say, a Leatherman Wave. It's a different plane, sort of an interesting design, how they do that. Now, these handles, one of the things I think people have mentioned is these handles do have a tendency sometimes to slide up. Mine don't seem to do it too bad. I was actually expecting it a lot worse. But it seems like when you have it in this position, it actually doesn't do it as bad as another multi-tool that I had that was very similar to this. And then you are going to be able to close this up like so. Now we've got some accessories, so it actually comes with this case. You can go ahead and put this, I think, in here like so. There we go. And then we have a magnetic closing case. And there it is like so, and it closes. Pretty nice little, almost like a multi-tool tool roll. So that's pretty neat. And then we have the bit drivers, and what I like about this is, or the bits rather, not the drivers, is that they're magnetic. So if you want to, you can actually hold this or put it on, you know, your toolbox, a metal toolbox, and then you've got a whole bunch of organized bits. So even I don't think I would carry this around my pocket. I mean, this is pretty long, but I definitely can see myself putting this on a toolbox. I probably will, to keep a lot of bits handy. So I really like that aspect about it. I feel like this tool actually has a lot to offer. I really like the ratcheting part of it. I like how large it is. I did not expect the pliers to actually be that large. So I feel like it's more than just a keychain tool. You know, it can actually do a little bit of work at least. It's got a nice pocket clip. Let's go over the box a little bit. So we've got, this is going to be called the Swisstech Tackstock 26-in-1 multi-tool, 26 tools. Again, compact design. And then this is what it shows on the inside. These are going to be the functions. And then it does say it's Oz-8 steel. Supposedly high quality Japanese steel. I'm always a little skeptical, but that's how they market this as. And then this is going to be the Swisstech story that comes on the inside of the box. So pretty neat. The design is going to be, again, very similar to what SOG has, even with this magnetic clip. SOG does that as well. And this is going to be what the back. One of the things I wanted to point out is it's really nice that they do have some of the smaller Torx bits, the T6 and the T8. A lot of times those are very hard to find, so I'm glad that those are included in this box. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this tool, pretty excited to use it, have it on hand. This is going to, again, come in at $70. This is going to seemingly be a Walmart exclusive. And again, it's going to be what looks like to be an almost exact copy of the SOG Baton Q4. Again, I've never had a Q4. I'm not sure if it is, but it looks very similar. Again, SOG has been acquired by another company, and so SOG is now sort of under this umbrella. So it is very possible that some of their designs will be shared or sold off as the parent company sees some of SOG's tools as being perhaps slow selling and so forth. All right, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I've got a lot more coming up.